From Tampa Bay streaming news leader, this is ABC Action News.
Good morning, I'm Dee O'Reilly. We'll check in with Greg D coming up for a look at your forecast in just a moment. But first, here's a look at your ABC Action News headlines. Suspended Hillsborough County State Attorney Andrew Warren released a video. In it, he defended the way he conducted himself in office. He says Governor Ron DeSantis was wrong to suspend him. Warren says he's exploring his legal options to challenge this suspension. In the meantime, the governor has appointed Hillsborough County Judge Susan Lopez as acting state attorney. Just 2 more days before Bay Area kids head back to school, injury prevention is critical right now. According to the Consumer Product Safety Commission, within the past 10 years, more than 175,000 school injuries have resulted in a visit to the hospital. To prevent some of those injuries, here are some suggestions now from the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons. Be mindful of how heavy backpacks are. Adjust your kids' straps if needed. Also, make sure they take a 10-minute stretch break every day. Have teachers and staff remind kids to play smarter on the playground. And finally, slowly ease athletes back into sports and remind your kids to always look both ways before they cross the street. The Python Challenge is underway in the Florida Everglades. It's the state's annual effort to control the number of Burmese pythons that are a major threat to the area's wildlife and ecosystem. More than 850 hunters are signed up for this year's challenge. Whoever brings back the most pythons wins $2,500. Last year's challenge removed more than 200 altogether. The snakes were first brought to Florida as early as 1979, accidentally and intentionally through the pet trade. Since 2000, more than 17,000 pythons have been removed through this challenge and other year-round efforts. The Bucs will begin week 3 of training camp today as they prepare for their first preseason game this weekend. The Bucs are loaded at wide receiver. You have the superstars Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Julio Jones. But past those players, there's a logjam of 10 receivers competing for the 1 or 2 final roster spots and a pair of practice squad openings. So as we inch closer to the regular season, the competition for those final spots starts heating up. The Bucs will hold joint practices with the Dolphins on Wednesday and Thursday, and then the two teams will take each other on in their first preseason game on Saturday. Kickoff is set for 7:30 at Ray J. Greg, it's going to be a hot one, too.
Yeah, it's going to be really hot. Well, that season for the Bucs really always starts with a lot of heat, and that's what we've got going on today. Temperatures in the low 90s, rain coverage pretty high, just like we saw late on Sunday. We'll see a round of showers and thunderstorms roll through the Bay Area. It'll start to the east of I-75 and then head west towards the coast. Once the rain begins, temperatures fall back into the 80s. Take a look at the hour-by-hour rain planner. There's definitely going to be a long duration stretch of dry weather early on in the day. So any kind of last minute, maybe back to school preps you've got to get done before noon would be the time to do it. Later in the afternoon and the evening, rain chances in Tampa going up above 30 to 60% with those temperatures in the 90s before the rain arrives. Have a great Monday.